Alright mud lovers, we are back at the London Creek. If you haven't seen any previous videos, go check them out. I'll put links in the description below. This is usually pretty good for turning up all sorts of Victorian treasures. And with Cuffs today, he's got his detector, and so have I. So without further ado, let's get some luck in the muck. Marble. So I've just found like a ring shaped object. Let's go and check it out. Just sitting there. That is a ring. Ring of sorts. Huh?
Enamel in it.
That's a ring, that's a ring.
Yeah, oh, enamel in it. That's lovely.
There we go, look, first find. Got a ring.
I think it's gold, isn't it?
Could be.
It looks gold to me, mate.
Go on in, have a little look. I've got a...
Mate, that's gold. That is definitely gold.
Oh well, can only get downhill from here if that is gold. If there's a hallmark on it, that'd be pretty awesome. That's got to be a modern find, isn't it?
Not with that enamel in, I don't think.
It does look gold, doesn't it? The colour of
Yeah,
it. I mean, it definitely doesn't look brass. First find, first signal is a ring. This can only get worse from here.
I think it could well be gold. I think it is. No hallmark though. It's not that sort of colour for it to be brass, if you know what I mean.
Oh wow. Excellent. Good first find. Well Mike, you got it all to do now, old boy?
It is, find another one.
What a cool find. Stick around because later on I'll be telling you how you can win that very ring. Well, just dug my second hole and this popped out. Not sure what it is, I'm going to give it a little wash. See if anything comes of it. It looks like a, I don't know, maybe a City of London emblem perhaps. Oh wow, that's really nice. It's got a sword in the middle. That's really cool. I don't know what that is. It looks like it's a catch of, oh, it's got a little crucifix on there I think. So that's religious. Maybe a belt, maybe part of a belt tip. There you go, Mike.
Oh, that is nice.
Unusual, isn't it?
Yeah. Lovely, mate.
Well, there's a couple of signals coming out of this little clump, but look, I just turned over a spoil and a tiny little bead has revealed itself. How cool is that? Is that a spoon?
Yeah.
It's just a plain one.
I think it is.
Yeah, well, lots of cutlery went down the drain, didn't they? Because the plug holes were so big back then. Make a wind chime out of it, Mike. That's my job, I think. They got some full marks on there. Oh, that's come up really well, hasn't it?
Yeah, not bad.
Unlikely to be silver though, is it?
No.
It's silver plated. Oh, a little crown.
See what you mean though, you dig things up and then as you're digging a marble or bone toothbrush is popping up.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a crown and a little jug at the bottom. Nice one. Have your bent spoon back. Well, I've just dug this up and it looks to me like it's a lipstick. Because the other side, look, still got some lipstick in it. I'll double check that. I'll scrape a little bit out when I get home. But how cool would that be? A Victorian lady has dropped her lipstick or it's run out and made its way down here. You can still see the colour on it. Pretty mad.
There's actually something there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Mike's lips. Ready? Little toothpaste lid. I think that is. Or maybe it is something different. Yeah, toothpaste lid that is. You can see there. Lots of toothpaste lids because there's a lot of stuff that went down the drains here, so toothpaste obviously came down. What you got, Mike?
Nice little ring.
It's like turquoise, isn't it?
Not sure if it's a stone or if it's like enamel, but yeah, it's nice.
That's great. Oh, one ring each now.
Yeah, well, yours is better, but
But that's Victorian. Imagine the woman that wore that. Some glamorous lady walking down the street. Fell off her hand in a cold winter's day. Ended up down here. Was she ever going to know that we found it 100 years later? Or 120 years later?
yeah. Yeah, and now to go in the finds cabinet.
That's it. So I just found this unusual object. Looks quite old and cool. Decorative. Looks like it might be a pendant or something that was stuck on some furniture. That's really nice. It's a little hook. That's really cool. Probably still use that today. Hook up your keys. Maybe I'll upcycle it into a little key holder, key rack. That should clean up quite nicely. Look, you can see the brass coming through already. I'll give it a little rub. Sweet find. Well, Mike's found a little spoon.
Yeah, it's a nice little fossil one.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow, look. That looks so old, doesn't it? It looks like it's ancient. But we know there's a good chance it's Victorian, so nice little find, Mike. Well done. Yeah. There might be a little, some detail on the back as well.
I think my nan's still got a few of them.
But yeah, lovely spoon. I reckon there might be a few more spoons today.
Yeah, that's the second spoon.
Well done. Another toothpaste lid.
So this button up, it says London, Midlands and Scotland Railway Company.
Nice. Oh, almost dropped it. That's a lovely button. Condition's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
Looks like you've got thistles on it.
probably the Scottish element.
London, Midlands and Scottish Railway Company. Nice button. There you go.
Top perch find.
Top pouch find. Well, I've just had a little mystery object. What do you think this is, guys? So here's today's mystery item, and I don't know what it is. It looks like it could have been part of a musical instrument. It looks like it was, first I thought it was like a little flute, because you've got a little hole there that would expel some air maybe. It's either mechanical off of a, I don't know, maybe just a piece of industrial equipment, or it might even be off an organ or a musical instrument. Don't know. I have to go home, clean it out, see if that's hollow. There's a bit of plastic or something in that end blocking it up. Maybe that flap's open. Anyway, stick around for the clean up and I'll see if I can work out what it is by the end of the video. If I don't, I may need your help. Stay tuned. Well, Mike's found something interesting.
Really like cat badge.
Cat badge, yeah? Oh, wow. Oh, lovely stuff. It's a great find.
Royal Engineers.
Nice. Got a feeling my granddad was a Royal Engineer. Well done, Mike. That is a star find. That's lovely. How the heck did that end up in here? Awesome, that's what we do it for, Mike. That's what we do it for, buddy. Getting all the history here in the London Greek. Well done.
Something in the clod.
Well, in this clod there is something interesting. Oh, it's a key, but a flat key. How weird is that? You can bend it with your fingers. Good luck! Oh man, that's awesome. Get some luck in the muck. I might upcycle a little few of these and put them on a little key fob. Now that's got to be done, isn't it? Awesome. Try not to break that. What's that little petrol can top? Is it shell?
It's red line.
Shell very, oh.
Red line.
Oh, that's unusual. Usually there's shell or...
Cracks or...
Yeah, Pratt's, but that's it's a nice one, isn't it? Ooh. Red line. All right, mate.
Sweet.
I've just found this buckle and it's really, really thin and fragile. There's also a nice decoration on it. I'll see if I can clean it up, but I think it's not going to last the journey home. It's just too thin and it's already broken, but I'll give it a little rub here. I don't know, maybe there's some decoration there that's going to come out. See if it survives the trip home. Got more luck in them up now. It's a little button, a military button. Can't quite work out what that says right now, but that's really nice. Really nice little military. Might have a harp on there or something. Could be Irish. It looks like a little lion actually, or a horse. It's like a horse actually. It's got 1677. I'm not saying that's the age, but it might be a regiment or something, or when the regiment was formed. Cool. Have fun looking that up. Well, Mike's had a couple of brooches apparently. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? I'll give it a wash.
Go for it.
Look at that. Very glamorous, Mike.
Yeah. Might wear that. Wait on that.
I'll go through the fines later maybe.
Yeah. Little round up.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, I've just found a little cool button. Excited about this. Let's take a closer look. Let's wash it up. Nice military button there. Naval, should I say? Naval button. It's got the anchor on it. Oh, it's a little bit mushed up. Still a cool find. All the details there of the maker on the back. Imagine who this belonged to. Maybe it was someone walking down the street, fell off their jacket into the drain, down here. There's a signal in this clod here. See if we can get it out. What's that? Piece of ceramic. Part of a buckle. Or a little picture frame, or maybe a purse. Something interesting. It's like another military button, perhaps. Let's give it a little wash. Oh wow, what's that? I don't know what that is. It's like it's got some sort of, I don't know if that's just the iridescence there, or whether that's actually glass or something, or oyster shell.
What you got?
Oh, don't know. Looks like a button.
Yeah. Nice though.
Never seen a button like that
Oyster
before.
shell on it.
It's oyster, isn't it?
Mm.
Does look like oyster shell. Cool. Think we'll leave it there then, Mike, don't you?
What, call it a day?
Yeah, or you want to carry on?
Knackered. All these signals.
I know, there's loads of signals, so much rubbish and stuff. You really got to winkle out the good stuff, but we've done a good job here, I reckon, today. Got some good stuff. Let's go and do a roundup and see what we found. Ah, almost filmed you in the muck there, Mike.
Oh, I was lost. Oh, it's been the last video you did, didn't it?
Something's wrong with my camera. Mike's gone all green. Yeah, Mike, you've gone all green on my screen.
All right?
Yeah, I think I broke another camera. Yep, time for a new camera, guys, and that brings me to my Patreon page. If you want to support me making these videos, buy new cameras. I break a lot of them. The mud and the dust and everything else gets in them. Go through quite a few. I do have them. I do sometimes insure them, but it takes ages for that to actually go through, which is annoying. But part and parcel of being a mud lover, a mudlarker, adventurer, treasure hunter, you're going to get through cameras. So might try another brand, don't know. But yeah, if you want to support me, please go to my Patreon page. Be glad to see you on there. There's some behind the scenes pictures and some messages and things I've been getting up to that I don't always post on the YouTube page. So be good to see you there. So there we go, finished for the day. If you ever want to go exploring your local creeks and rivers and stuff, please take precautions, wear wellies or waders, let someone know where you're going, because this deep mud is unforgiving in places.
Almost lost me.
Almost lost Mike, and he's a veteran mudlarker, so please be careful if you ever try doing something similar at home. Just take as much precaution as you can, because I don't really want to hear about any horror stories. So good luck if you go out there searching, and get some luck in the muck, but just be careful. Thank you. Well, Mike's just emptied his entire bag. Look at that.
There's a few more bits in it.
Let's go through them, pick out the best bits and have a look.
Blimey, that is looking nice. Oh, it's a little plate, I think.
Little plate?
I think so. I just thought it was a lid or cap or something, but I just started scraping away in the mud. And there is something decoration inside.
Oh, nice. Do you want a tissue? You've got a tissue in the car?
Yeah, that might help, I think.
Oh, just make it a tissue.
It's like a jester or a joker or something inside. Wow. See the face?
Oh, yeah.
Blimey. Should wash that now and it's down there.
I might have some water if you want.
No idea what it is though.
Wow, lucky pixie. Whoa, what a mad find. There, lucky pixie at the bottom. Just goes to show you guys, take things home, give it a wash when you get home, or if you like us, wash it by the car, and then you can discover stuff all over again. Maybe it was a little dice holding, you know, maybe it was like a street gambler. Come and try your luck with the lucky pixie.
I can't believe I got all them spoons.
Well, we've laid out all our finds out here on the pavement. Very glamorous, aren't we, Mike? Very glamorous, but we just couldn't wait to see what we'd found. So, Mike, what you got, mate? What you found?
Load of spoons.
A load of spoons, yeah.
All little teaspoons and a little sugar one at the end. This one, the apostle one, was pretty nice.
That's sweet, yeah, that's cute. And yeah, a little sugar spoon or salt spoon at the end there.
Yeah. It's like the marbles, it's a pretty nice one. Eyes only finds.
Now, as this stuff all came down the sinks and the baths, we've got bathroom stuff here. It's a toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Hairbrush, I think that one.
Yeah, there's some brush or another. That one's the next one down.
That's
is
a toothbrush.
Toothbrush, the old-fashioned toothbrush. Look at that.
Might even have a name on the handle.
Bakelite, probably. Missing its bristles. Yep. Oh, you got 4 thimbles. Let's just look at one there. Look.
All brass, no silver ones.
Oh, That's a nice one. Yep, next.
Then you've got a couple of little brooches.
Very sweet. So the ladies losing their buckles and brooches and going down the drains of London. Little shieldy thing. It's a bit knackered, isn't it?
Yeah, something on it, but yeah, knackered.
Well, if you clean it up and you see any detail, let me know. Oh look, Cuff's found some cufflinks.
Cut the cufflinks.
That's why it's called Cuffs, ladies and gentlemen, because he can't resist finding cufflinks.
I think they're both plain.
You'll have to send us some pictures of your cufflinks, Mike, one day. We're not too sure what this is. Anybody know what this thing is? It looks like a little bird beak, but I think it could be possibly a funky ring. You know, like a lady's ring. Don't know.
Strange little thing.
It's nicely well made. It's really well made. Nicely designed. So it could be a ring. An actual ring. Would have had probably a couple of little glass stones there either side.
Yeah.
That's nice. This is the stuff that Mike hasn't chosen to put in because it's just bits of rubbish. But boy, you'd have to do some detecting today, didn't you?
There's a lot of holes, a lot of digging.
A lot of digging, lots of stuff to be found. But this looks like it might be a little bell. So there's been a little ringer in there. So maybe off a child's rattle or maybe a hawking bell. It's a bit decorated for that. So I think it probably is a little child's rattle or something. What do you reckon, Mike?
Yeah, something like that. Or detective paste.
A little bell, maybe a jester's bell. Nice little button there. You see that one come up? London.
Really good condition that as well.
There's pucker.
London, Midland and Scottish Railway Company.
That's it. Awesome. And one of my favourite finds of the day is your cat badge. GR, so that's George Rex.
Not sure which George it would be, maybe 5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah. Royal Engineers, First or Second World War. Excellent, Mike. Nice little cup as well. Probably would have had a handle. Or is it a little bucket, do you think?
It's got a little, it's got a little like hinge here that's broken.
Yeah, not sure what that's come off of.
Not
Part
sure at all on that.
of a set. Definitely a cup though, isn't it?
Not sure.
Still, cool little find. Loads of utility rings. These aren't wearable rings, they'd have been curtain rings or rings to hold things together, for dresses and stuff like that. And obviously this little cheeky chappy there, the Lucky Pixie. I might change your name from Cuffs to the Lucky Pixie. Right, here's what I found. A lot of junk, but some good stuff in there. And probably my best find of the day is this gold ring. Very nice. Might have some enamel in there. Maybe the enamel's gone a bit funky, but do a gold test later and see if it is actually real gold. I'm pretty sure it is. Nice little ring. Mike thinks it could be a mourning ring because it's got the black in there, and that usually indicates mourning. Someone's died, so that's why they wear it. Or it could just be the star, or it could just all be mud in there. But either way, it's a lovely little find. Not a lot of gold in there. It's quite light, but because it's hollow. But well happy with that. Nice bit of gold. Thank you very much. Lovely decoration on that. Just cleaned up slightly, and you can see some lovely decoration. Probably a buckle. Would have had loads of stones around that, I think. Really cool. Not sure what that is, but I'm going to make.
Picture hook.
Oh, is it a picture hook? That makes sense. Well, it's going to become a key hook because I'm going to put that together with this and make a little key hanger. This little shield with the crucifix on. My lipstick, and it is actually lipstick. Look, ready? Put it on my finger. See, look, lipstick. What else we got? Oh, me unusual little fluty pipe organ tube. Might try and find out what that is. And look, loads of toothpaste lids as well that have gone down literally gone down the plug hole. And this is a plug for the plug hole. And this one says McLean's, London. The only one I can actually read. What else we got? That's it really. Old marble, a few buttons. Oh, the buttons here. I'm gonna need to research this one a little bit more. It's got a date underneath it of 1671 or 4. Maybe commemorating something. Have to find out more about that. Despite saying 1677, this button is clearly Victorian. It's from the jacket of a worker from the banking giants Lloyd's. The origins of Lloyd's date back to 1765, but before this, in 1677, a man named Henry Stokes began a goldsmith and keeper of running cashes, an early term of a banker. Where's safer to leave your cash than the goldsmith's? Maybe under your bed? By 1884, Lloyd's had been trading for over 100 years, having been set up by a button maker, John Taylor, and Quaker iron producer and dealer Sampson Lloyd. They had been using a beehive motif up until this point, but then bought out the goldsmiths, and in doing so adopted some of the history of that company, including the black horse motif that they still use today and trade as one of the biggest banks in the world. That's the mother of pearl one there. Not sure if that's just a funky design or whether it means anything. Bit of a mashed up anchor button, and that's about it. So if I missed anything out, let me know, but I think we covered it all. And a great day mudlarking in the creek. And as Mike was clearing away, he found another find stuck to the inside of his bag, and it's this little pen nib. I thought it might be gold, because sometimes they often are, but this one isn't. So he said I could have it to do some of my postcard drawings with. So I'm going to do another postcard or two using a 100-year-old pen nib that would otherwise have been lost forever. Found my collection of pen nibs. We'll do some arty postcards with it. Thanks, Mike. On this pen nib you can see the words R. Estabrook. That's Richard Estabrook. Some of my American viewers may have heard of him because he set up a large pen factory in New Jersey, in America. Originally from Cornwall, England, Estabrook saw a gap in the market for dipping pens in America. So in 1856 he went there and set up the Steel Pen Manufacturing Company. Estabrook was extremely successful, making a whole range of different types of pens, and even a bank pen. Could it be that this pen was dropped by our banker from Lloyd's? So now we've got a little bonus ID session. Do you remember this weird looking flute organ-y type thing? Well, I've had a really close look at it and I've worked out that it says the words Swanee, S-W-A-N-E-E. Now that either means it's gone down the Swanee, or that's a maker's mark or a name of something. Anyway, I've had a quick Google and it turns out a Swanee is a type of flute. Now this probably would have had some kind of reed or long tube that you can pull out to change the tune, and this is actually a flute that someone played back in the Victorian times. How mad is that? So now I'm going to give you my rendition of a screeching flute. Now it would have had something at the bottom to change the tune and the tone like you do with the kids' flutes. It would have been something like that. Anyway, I've had a go and it does actually make a noise. So this is the first time or second time or third time it's been used in over 100 years. So hopefully this will now work. Sod's law it won't, but here we go. Now I've worked out that you have to put your finger over the bottom to stop some of the air coming out, and we'll go give it a good blow.
What the heck? What's that noise?
Hopefully that didn't deafen you, but that is so cool, right? It's actually a flute that works. There's a little hole just on this little plastic thing that I worked out. Once I cleaned it out, the air could go through and create that screeching noise. So I think it would have sounded a lot better had it had the reed in to make the different tones and sound like one of those little woo woo whistles you get. Anyway, there's your bonus ID. So there we go, mud lovers. What an amazing amount of treasures coming out from that creek. Now I'm going to put Nelson down and talk to you all about the gold ring giveaway. So as you saw in the beginning of that video, I found a gold ring. I sent it off to my friend Wendy to have her analyse it to see if it's A, real gold, and B, if there's anything she can do with it. and Wendy came through. She'd done a fantastic job of turning the ring into a beautiful pendant. The reason for that is because the ring's really small. So imagine the dainty Victorian woman that held it on her finger. It wouldn't really probably fit a hand of today's size. So what Wendy has done, so that it's accessible for everyone, including my chubby fingers, she's made it into a beautiful pendant, and she's added some of the Thames garnets that I found and given to her to use in her jewellery. Well, now Wendy is a fabulous jeweller. She's retired and she spends most of her time making jewellery, and she gives a lot of the proceeds to charity. So how great is that? So if you don't win this ring pendant, please head over to Wendy's shop and check out any items that you may want to buy loved ones for Christmas, or if you've got something bespoke that you want her to make, send her a message and she'll get back to you and tell you how long it will take her to make it. And the prices are very reasonable as well. So I definitely recommend using Wendy for any ideas you might have about making some personalised jewellery. So here's the pendant that Wendy has transformed. She's added the garnets, like I mentioned, around the outside in the recess, and added an extra bonus garnet on the front, complete with a chain as well, ready to wear. Now this gold is probably quite high carat gold, probably like 18 or 22, which is why it's such a beautiful colour. So to be in with a chance of winning this amazing coin ring pendant, all I need you to do is subscribe if you haven't done so already. I need you to subscribe so that I can find you if you're a winner. Then leave a comment below with the hashtag gold ring, and that way you'll enter the competition and I can find you when I search for all the entrants. If you want to increase your odds of winning this, why not tell a friend? They can come along, subscribe, put in the same hashtag, and then you've got double the chance of winning, or triple, however many friends you want to join in this little competition. The closing date for entry is midnight on the 18th of December. That gives me enough time to do the draw, edit it and include it in next Sunday's video. So good luck everyone, and I'll see you next week for another mud venture. See you later, mud lovers. If you'd like to see the other treasures we've found at this creek, click this thumbnail.